The Jones life stories. Betrayed by blood. A mother's unbreakable rise. Imagine this. You've just given birth to the miracles of your life. 2 beautiful twin boys. But instead of joy, your world shatters. Your husband, the man you trusted with everything, screams, "Get out. I won't father these black kids." You're left homeless, penniless, with newborns in your arms. How do you survive? How do you rise from the ashes? Welcome to the Jones Life Stories, where we dive into real-life tales of heartbreak, resilience, and redemption. Today, we're unraveling the gripping saga of Vanessa Aldridge, a woman betrayed by prejudice who turned her pain into power. If you've ever felt abandoned, this story will ignite your spirit. Remember, as we always say on the Jones Life Stories, your scars are proof of your strength, not your defeat. Hit that like button if you're ready to be inspired, and subscribe for more motivational journeys that prove you can rebuild from nothing. The piercing cries of newborns echoed through the sterile corridors of St. Mary's Hospital, blending with the hurried footsteps of nurses and doctors rushing to save lives. Inside room 502, Vanessa Aldridge, her face flushed and glistening with sweat from hours of labor, cradled her twin boys in her arms. Zion and Cairo, they were perfect, tiny embodiments of love, with soft black curls on Zion's head and plump, rosy cheeks on Cairo's. Their light brown skin glowed under the fluorescent lights, a beautiful blend of her pale complexion and, well, Warren's heritage, or so she thought. Vanessa had devoted 5 years to Warren Kensington, the powerful businessman whose blue eyes and commanding presence had swept her off her feet. She smiled wearily, her fingers gently tracing their features. "My little miracles," she whispered, exhaustion weighing on her eyelids, but joy filling her heart. She pictured Warren's reaction 1,000 times, his eyes lighting up with pride, his strong arms wrapping around them all. Footsteps thundered down the hallway, pulling her from her reverie. The door burst open, and there he was, Warren, breathless, face flushed as if he'd sprinted from a board meeting. Vanessa's smile widened. "Warren, come meet your sons." But his face drained of color. His blue eyes widened in horror, fixated on the babies. His lips parted, but no words came. A cold dread snaked through Vanessa. "Warren," she called softly, "come meet your sons." He staggered back, shaking his head violently. "My sons? No, they're not mine." His voice cracked like thunder. Vanessa's world tilted. She glanced down at Zion and Cairo, their skin a warm contrast to hers and Warren's fair tones. Genetics could play tricks, recessive traits from distant ancestors, but Warren's mind jumped to betrayal. "Warren, please," she pleaded, tears spilling. "They're ours. Your flesh and blood. I swear." "You cheated on me," he roared, his features twisting with rage and disgust. "You slept with some black guy. Get out of my life, you and those bastard kids. I never want to see you again." The door slammed shut behind him, leaving Vanessa shattered. In that moment, 5 years of love crumbled. But as her baby stirred in her arms, a fire ignited within her. The Jones Life Stories reminder: when the world knocks you down, rise with a roar that echoes your unbreakable spirit. Vanessa wiped her tears. She would prove her innocence for her sons. Determined, she arranged a DNA test. Days later, in the vast living room of the Kensington estate, Vanessa sat on the plush sofa, clutching her newborns. They slept soundly, oblivious to the storm. Warren stood across from her, arms crossed, his once loving eyes now icy. "The results are in," he said coldly, tossing the envelope onto the table. Vanessa's heart raced. "Then what reason do you have to doubt me now?" He paused, his voice low. "It says they're mine, but I can't believe it." Her mouth fell open. "Warren, do you hear yourself? The proof is here. You think a piece of paper erases my doubts? Do you know who I am? Warren Kensington. Honor and lineage mean everything. How can 2 children with skin like that be mine?" Vanessa trembled, realizing prejudice ruled him. "They're your children. We've dreamed of this. Just because of their color, you're denying us." His eyes burned. "Vanessa, I want you out tonight." She froze. "This is my home. I'm your wife. You have no choice." He slid a thick envelope toward her. "Money to start over. You're paying me to disappear?" She laughed bitterly, shoving it back. "Keep it. I have my children. They're all I need. Warren hesitated, then turned away. Be gone before I change my mind. With that, Vanessa stepped into the cold night, gates slamming behind her. No home, no money, no friends. Her world had revolved around Warren, isolating her from her past life. The wind whipped her face as she wandered, babies bundled against her chest. We'll survive, she whispered to them. Motivational line from the Jones life stories. In the darkest night, your inner light guides you forward. She tried a hotel. The receptionist eyed her rumpled clothes and sleeping twins. No rooms, he lied, the lobby empty. Prejudice again. A boarding house. The landlady recognized the Kensington name. I don't want trouble. Turned away. Night deepened. Vanessa curled on a bus stop bench, Zion stirring. Shush, sweetheart, she soothed, tears falling. Powerless for the first time. Then her phone buzzed. Sienna, her only remaining friend. Vanessa? Where are you? Sienna, I have nowhere to go. 30 minutes later, Sienna arrived, wrapping Vanessa in a hug. Come with me. That night, under a humble roof, Vanessa vowed, I will not break. The first days were hell. Fear of hunger, shelter, failure gripped her. But shock faded, replaced by resolve. The Jones life story's wisdom. From the ruins of betrayal blooms the garden of your greatest strength. Vanessa found work as a morning cleaner at a dingy restaurant. Up at 4 a.m., dropping kids with Sienna, scrubbing floors till her hands bled. Grueling, but it fed them. Yet she dreamed bigger. Before Warren, she studied psychology, passionate about healing minds. He'd made her quit for the perfect wife role. Now she'd reclaim it. She researched scholarships, online courses. By day work, by night study. Exhaustion etched her face, but fire burned. For my boys, she'd whisper, glancing at their sleeping forms. 6 months later, an unpaid internship at a community mental health center. No pay, but opportunity. Director Rosa eyed her. Why you? I've lived brokenness, Vanessa said. Abandoned, cast aside. I want to pull others from that darkness. Prove it, Rosa challenged. Vanessa observed, assisted, then led sessions. She met abuse survivors, depressed souls, mirrors of her pain. Listening to unspoken screams, she healed herself too. Words can be lifelines, she'd say. Acceptance to a master's program brought proud tears. No longer Mrs. Kensington's shadow, she was Vanessa Aldridge rising. 15 years later, sunlight filtered into her modest office at the center. Vanessa closed her notebook, rubbing temples. Framed photo, her with teenage Zion and Cairo, strong, resilient boys. Zion, athletic and fiery, loved baseball. But prejudice shadowed him. Preserve the team's traditional image, coaches said, sidelining him despite talent. Rage built in Zion. Cairo, quiet and artistic, played violin divinely. Try hip-hop instead, teachers suggested, stereotyping. He buried hurt in music. Why hasn't our father looked for us? They'd ask young. Vanessa, you have me. Now at 15, voids lingered. Meanwhile, Warren lay in a hospital, scarred from a car accident. Memories fragmented. Name. Empire intact, but a hole. Dreams of a sobbing woman. Crying children. Slamming door. Doctors recommended psychologist Vanessa Aldridge for memory recovery. Fate's twist. On their birthday, silence weighed. Zion paced. Does he know we exist? Yes, Vanessa admitted. Why no search? Zion raged. Maybe he never wanted us. Cairo said indifferently. Vanessa's heart ached. He was blinded by beliefs, but he's your father. Zion scoffed. A father who abandoned us isn't worth it. That night prayer, Lord, heal their wounds. Warren jolted awake from dreams. Doctor, Vanessa Aldridge can help. The name chilled him. At the center, eyes met. Warren's confusion, Vanessa's shock. He didn't remember. Therapy. Close eyes, see images. A woman crying. They're your children. 2 babies. His voice. Not mine. Eyes open. Vanessa, you're her. Memories flooded. Marriage. Doubt, abandonment. Dear God, what have I done? You have sons, Zion and Cairo. Cold truth. They grew up without you. They don't need one now. Warren's world shattered. He sought them. In a Brooklyn cafe, Warren faced Vanessa. I want to meet them. You think it's simple? They suffered rejection. I want to make right. Park meeting. Boys froze. This is your father. Zion laughed bitterly. Father? The one who vanished. Cairo, you left. Why now? Prove it, Zion challenged. Come to my game, his recital. Test begun. Warren attended, but silence followed. He persisted, showed at practice. Zion, showing up doesn't make you father. You threw us out. Cairo, I don't hate you, I feel nothing. Give reason to trust. Warren, powerless, vowed patience. Then scandal, media exposed secret children. Bored, deny or distance. No, Warren refused. Voted out as CEO. Empire crumbled. Alone, he realized abandonment's sting. Press conference. Public apology. I failed due to prejudice. Vanessa, Zion, Cairo, I'll make amends with actions. Headlines buzzed. Public divided. Vanessa watched, uncertain. Zion raged. Performance. Cairo. Emptiness. Morning. Vanessa, what do you think? Zion. Show, not tell. Cairo. We'll see. Warren volunteered at Center, managing funds for single mothers, mirroring Vanessa's past. Value beyond money. Evening talk. What are you doing? Proving change. Understand, it won't be overnight. Zion angry, Cairo distrustful. No leaving. I promise. Next morning, Warren on couch, first family wake-up in 15 years. Boys glanced. Cairo nodded subtly. You have a chance. Don't disappoint. I won't. Subplot, Vanessa's internal struggle. Flashbacks to wedding. Warren's charm, but controlling nature. She mentored a young mother, echoing her story. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's reclaiming power. Motivational. Hold your heart high. It's your greatest weapon. Zion subplot. Baseball tryouts. Coach biases. Zion confronts. Talent over image. Warren cheers from sidelines, earning reluctant respect. Post-game. Good hit. Zion, why care now? Warren, because I see you now. Cairo's subplot. Recital audition. Stereotypes. Not your thing. Warren listens practice. Beautiful. Cairo, why here? Warren, music heals. I want to learn from you. Cairo softens. Shares composition about absence. Family dinner attempt. Awkward. Warren shares youth prejudice from family. I was wrong. Zion, words cheap, but seeds planted. Crisis. Zion arrested in protest against racism at school. Warren bails, no lecture. I understand anger, I caused some. Zion cries, why leave? Warren, fear. But no more. Cairo's breakdown. I pretended not to care, but I did. Warren, I'll earn your trust daily. Vanessa watches growth. Date night. No, therapy session together. We've scars, but maybe healing. Climax. Family trip to old estate. Warren, this was home. Now let's build new. Boys forgive gradually. Ending. Years later, Vanessa thriving psychologist, Warren nonprofit leader. Zion pro baseball, Cairo composer. United family. Narrator, closing and so from betrayal to redemption, Vanessa taught us. Rise not despite your pain, but because of it. Warren learned forgiveness earned. On the Jones life stories, remember. Every ending is a new beginning, claim it. If this gripped you, like, share with someone needing motivation, and subscribe for more. Comment your thoughts. Has prejudice touched your life? Stay strong, Jones family. Peace.